What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my teeny tiny channel. Well, I guess Texas went out last night and got drunk because it decided that it's just gonna snow today and tomorrow. We were like in the mid 60s or something a week ago, and here we are today. Normally I would be stuck in the house being unproductive, doing absolutely nothing, but thankfully a while back I installed my AC/heater and it is 65 in my garage, so I'm actually able to be out here and be productive and get some cool stuff done. One of the projects I have going on is I'm doing a couple fake plates for some show cars for a couple buddies. You may see that later on sometime. So I want to show you a super cool toy that I got for Christmas. I will admit I'm way behind the 8 ball on this one. This is nothing new. It's just new to me. It is my new 3D printer. This thing is super duper cool. I wanted to get into this and give it a try, and I wanted to start with something reasonably priced. Nothing too expensive because I didn't know if I'd like it, how much I would like it. I wasn't really sure how it was gonna go. I did some research and I came up with this model. This is the Bambu A1. Now, I didn't go super duper cheap because you can buy these printers for around 100 bucks, but I didn't go, you know, $1,500, $2,000 crazy on the Carbon super duper Bambu, whatever that one is. This one was right around 330 bucks, and it's kind of a mid-level. And the reason I went with this one is it is extremely easy to use. Very simple to set up straight out of the box. It's got this great little LCD screen here that's really easy to navigate through the menu and do all the controls, all that good stuff. And it's actually pretty quick. This is my first printer, so I don't really have anything to compare it to, but all the videos I've watched and the research I've done, you know, these things keep getting faster and faster for print times. For what I'm doing, it's absolutely perfect. Once I got this all set up and going, I went ahead and started just playing on the internet. There's some great websites out there, Maker's World, Thingiverse, all kinds of stuff like that, where people have created these prints and they'll upload the STL files and you can download it for free. So right out of the gate, I went ahead and printed some tools for my 3D printing adventure. So I've got my little bed scraper and I've got this handy dandy little, they call it a poop box because these little pieces of plastic, this is PLA, I guess it purges itself and then it cuts it off and it falls through the little box into my little 3D created, I don't know, poop bucket, plate, poop box, whatever you want to call that. So the machine I have will only do one color right now, but I've already decided that I'm going to upgrade not the machine, but add on a feature that will let me do 4 color printing at one time. You can see my printer is actually set up for it. I just need to get the adapter for the other spool and the interface to let it know, hey, we're gonna do 4 different colors. I only bought 2 colors just to kind of get started, but I'll tell you what, the very next day after I was doing this, I was ready to start doing some super duper cool colors. So I'm gonna have to make a trip back to Micro Center in Dallas and pick up a bunch of spools of different colors. Here's some stuff I've already started kind of messing around with. I had an eject button that was a cigarette lighter that my wife had given me one year for Christmas. Well, I have a bunch of these old cars and I never run the cigarette lighters in those cars, so I decided to model it and kind of make my own. So this was a first version with just nothing on it. And this is one that I just printed this morning. So what it does is it prints all this stuff around the side here to take up all this negative space here and keep it from collapsing on itself. And then you just break all this stuff off very easily and you've got your finished product. So I started playing around with some plates, just experimenting with Fusion 360. That's the program I downloaded. I have a free version and I can go in there and mess around and make stuff like this. Some other cool files that I've already found and printed. These are HVLP paint gun holders and they will just bolt to something and I can just hang my paint guns right in here. Pretty neat and free. I printed an iPhone case just to try it out. Let's see. These are kind of my favorite prints so far. These are, you know, the wall art. So I did a Lamborghini Countach. It's about a 1/4 inch thick. I've got my Ferrari F40. I'll probably end up hanging them somewhere or doing something neat with them and print a few more of these. They've got all kinds of different ones on these sites. I started playing around with an iPhone like cup holder thing for my car that you can set it in. This glues on somehow to the top, and then, you know, you lay your iPhone in there, and I don't know. Again, a lot of this stuff is just strictly experimental because I'm starting out and I just want to see how easy it is to print these, to download the files, import the files, mess with them, change them if I need to, and then get a finished product. There's a lot of people out there who have made files for like tool organization, stuff like that, and I geek out with that. I don't know how I've made it all these years without one of these. This is just a soldering gun holder, and this is where you put your wires in there and you clamp them, and it holds them so that you can solder them together. I keep telling myself I need to get one of these, and it's been years and years and I never have, so I printed one. One of the really cool features of this Bambu A1 printer is it's got a camera built in right over here. So if I wanted to, if I was lazy enough, I could sit at my computer and watch this print from the screen on my computer. I'd rather just stand out here and kind of watch it. It is kind of mesmerizing when you first start getting into this. I'll just geek out for like 5 minutes and just get lost staring at this thing printing. I don't know why I find that so fascinating, but I do. If you're looking at getting into 3D printing, you want to give it a shot, and you want to kind of go mid-range, this is probably your best bang for your buck. Bambu Labs A1. You can upgrade it for a couple $100 more, like $250 more, and just already have that 4-color printing option available. I didn't know if I was ever going to get into that, so I didn't do that. Hindsight obviously is 2020. I would have done that, but I'm okay just doing single colors right now, and then I'll add that feature on here pretty soon. I have no intentions of mass producing anything or selling stuff or any of that junk. I'm literally just geeking out with this. If there's something that I don't have that I realize, oh, it'd be nice to have that, let me look for a file online and see if there's one available, and then I'll just come out here and print it. I was messing with the DeLorean the other day, and I figured, you know what? I will go online and see if anyone has any files for a DeLorean. And it turns out someone has made 3 files. One is a steering wheel adapter, and the other one holds some sort of electrical stuff behind the dash. And the third thing they had was dash vents. That's what it was. I guess it's these vents right up in here. They have an STL file. I can actually reprint this whole vent if I wanted to. This project is taking too long. I agree. Circle gets a square. So the neat thing about these 3D printers is, you know, if you're like me and you like all these 80s and 90s cars, you know that a lot of the plastic pieces in these cars, you just can't get them. They're unobtainium. And with a 3D printer and a little bit of time spent with the CAD programs, you know, we can keep those cars on the road and we can start making those parts again. That's what I'm most excited about, and that's mostly what I'm going to end up using this printer for, I have a feeling. Back when I had the 3000 GT, I lucked out because the Aero Wing was not working, but I found a file online that allowed me to download the STL file for the little clips that I was missing. And then at the time, I sent them to a buddy and he was able to print them for me. I was able to get that wing working again, which, if you know that car, that's like one of the coolest features of that car. So 3D printers are going to save a lot of these 80s and 90s cars. If you're thinking about getting into 3D printing, definitely look into the Bambu A1 series 3D printer. It's priced just right for anyone that kind of wants to get into 3D printing. It will make your life so much easier, especially with the setup, the program that Bambu has where you can actually edit the files and stuff and then send the files to your printer, the capability of being able to have the printer on Wi-Fi, so you send it straight from your computer to your printer instead of having to download all those files onto an SD card and then put that in. You certainly can, but there's no reason to. Definitely want to get on Facebook and check out some of the 3D printing groups. There are a ton of them. And as far as editing software, there's a number of programs out there. The one that I've personally been using is Fusion 360. I have a free version. Some of the things that you can do with it are kind of limited, but I'm so new to this that I really haven't come across anything that I need to do in the program that I can't do. I'm not that advanced yet. The Bambu A1 will print, let's see, PLA, ABS, and PETG. Now for the stuff that I'm doing, that's, you know, that's fine. I don't really need it to do anything else. I've heard that I can print ABS, but I will need to build an enclosure because I think it needs to keep the heat in. It needs to be at a warmer temperature or something like that. I don't know. I'll have to research it a lot more, but I imagine that's definitely something that's going to be on my list down the road. Definitely search on YouTube and find this guy's channel. It is Learn Fusion 360 in 30 days. And basically what he's going to do is teach you one element and kind of one little design each day for 30 days. And he starts off very simple, and you can just keep practicing that design until you're ready to move on to the next one. But as you can see, Fusion 360 allows you to manipulate your image. You can look at it from all different angles. You can select any part of it and make changes to it. It's pretty incredible what they give you for a free program. The first thing you'll probably print, that everyone does, is this little tugboat, and they call it Benchy. And it actually comes preloaded in the Bambu A1. So if I go here, it's going to show me all these files that I printed so far that I can reprint again. But a lot of these came, these right here, they all came with the printer pre-installed on the SD card. So just literally clicked on it and it kind of did its thing. But there's a few different ones that you can play with on this printer. And the reason they call it a Benchy is because it is such a complex little tiny print that they use it as a benchmark to test other 3D printers. So that's it. That's my newest addiction, my newest hobby. Hopefully I will be able to create some very cool files for all these 80s and 90s cars that have these super hard parts to find, these plastic pieces that just break all the time and nobody remakes them. We're gonna save those cars. Thanks so much for watching. Stay hungry, stay foolish.